Hey there everyone, and welcome to my newer panning videos. I've signed up for 4 projects this year for Project Pan, and I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to what I've chose to use for my Pan That palette this year. And the theme is Pan as Old as Time, which is your oldest palette. Now a little bit of background about me. Now, I have recently gotten into makeup, but I was really into makeup a long time ago, like in 2013, I think, or 2012. And I had tons of palettes. I had the Naked palette, I had the Naked 2, I had all of those palettes. And then I kind of just fell out of makeup and like lost interest, so I sold it all and decluttered it all and had no makeup for a really long time. The main focus that I was doing was nail stuff and nail art, and I'm still really into those things. But also I've started to fall back in love with makeup again. And so now these are kind of just like the newer palettes I got this year. Or, well, this will be the oldest palette I got this year when I recently got back into makeup. And that is the Milani Bold Obsessions palette. And I got this back in January of this year, I do believe. So, and I've only played with it like a couple times, so I really want to get some use out of this palette and at least hit pan on 1 or 2 shades. And I am going to roll this out and then try to hit pan on. I'm going to show you the other palettes that I want to hit pan on. That'll be in order from this one. Now, the next ones that I want to use, these are the older Wet n Wild eyeshadow formulas, and I loved the old formula. The new formula is okay. So these are the little trios. One's I'm Getting Sunburned, and the other one is Silent Treatment, yeah. I do want to hit pan on both of these. I got these at Kmart when they were discontinuing all the old shadows. I got these for like 50 cents or something like that a piece. And I was trying to find the older formula everywhere because I just know, the old formula is so good. But I do want to hit pan on these. Now, I did have to repress the shade on the Silent Treatment on the bottom when I got this one because it was busted. And also I got a good deal for that reason too. I repressed it. So that is what I want to do for my Pan That palette. Now, if I hit pan on those 2 little mini trios after hitting pan in my Bold Obsessions, then I'm going to move in something else. There's someone else on here on YouTube. She does this. I think her name's Joy Dumpling, or I'll put her name below. But she's really inspired me to focus on panning things, and she is so good at hitting pan on eyeshadows. I also wanted to mention that my no-buy is this year, but I've actually, you know what, I'll tell you all about it in my no-buy video, so stay tuned for that. But that is my intro to my Pan That palette for this year. I am really excited about the Milani Bold Obsessions palette and coming up with all kinds of looks. Here's what it looks like on the inside. It's just got some beautiful neutrals, some pops of color, and it's just a really great all-around palette. I can picture myself hitting pan on maybe 3 shades that I could use every day for an everyday look. So yeah, I'm really excited this year. I have learned that to hit pan on things, you're going to have to wear it every day, non-stop. Even if I'm at home, you're going to have to wear it if you want to hit pan on it and use it up. So, and at the end of this year, I'm going to declutter the things I'm not interested in. I have made some recent purchases, and the reason I made these palette purchases is because I was afraid that I would get really bored this year of using the same palettes over and over again. So, and that's not really a reason to justify buying new palettes when I'm trying to pan old palettes, but I did buy the Milani Pure Passion palette, and if you notice, there will be a theme with these palettes that I've bought. They're all warm toned, and I don't really have many warm tone palettes, so I'd say a lot of people have warm tone palettes in their collection, but I also bought the Tartelette Toasted palette, and I'm really excited about this palette. I love my Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I got this palette, the Tartelette Toasted palette, for $15 at Ulta, so it was really, really worth it. They had a sale, I think it was $19 for the palette, and then I used a 20% off code. I still did have to pay shipping, but it is such a good deal that I couldn't pass it up. And then the next palette I bought recently is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia. Again, Ulta had an amazing sale on this, and I just couldn't pass up on it. I've heard so many good things about this palette that is just like the best that they've came out with. So this palette, and I've really heard that these are really easy to pan, and I believe it because some of these shades are just super duper powdery, and some of them already have a little bit of a dip in them. So, but that was my intro for Pan That Palette this year. I hope I didn't bore you too much, and I will talk to you all soon. I have a few more videos to film for some other projects I'm doing, so I hope you will stay tuned for that. Talk to you all soon.